All right, what's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, coming at you, not with Arm and Hammer, but armed and dangerous. Although, technically, that there's an understatement. All right, so what we are bringing you today is another awesome Masters of Defense, Close Quarter Defenses Dwayne Dieter knife. When you see the Close Quarter Defense, the CQD, that's the name of Dwayne Dieter's school, the guy who designed these knives. And they're popular for a reason. They're popular for a reason, y'all. Made in America, made right. All carpenter steel, exactly. 154 cm stainless steel. We are looking at T6 aircraft aluminum body. And we have a handle length of 5 7/8 inches, a weight of 7.5 inches, and a 3 3/4 inch blade. Now, let's go over with some of this guy. Let's go over this guy just with us, just together. Me and you. Mano y mano. So what we have is we have a very, very nice package. It is a plunger lock system. So the lock is right here. That was a computer. And one thing that you always see when you're looking at a survival, like a rescue knife, a rescue survival knife, is you'll always see when they do the glass breaker, they stick it way on the end there. But right here, you'll notice a lanyard hole, right? Let me get my head out of there. There it is. And you'll notice a seat belt or cord cutter, right? You'll see that in there. And then there's your aluminum, and here's your grip. It's basically like grip tape. It sticks on there. It's like a sticky grip tape, kind of like you'll get on a skateboard, right? But then, your glass cutter. Oh, I don't see no glass cutter, Donnie B all day. Ooh, well, there it is. So, not glass cutter, but window brake. Boom, right there. They put it right next to the blade. So, all the strength right here in your handle houses your glass brake. Genius. So you'll notice that the aluminum is 3D at the hilt. Great. It's jimped for really, really good hand protection. You have double swells. So when your blade is open, all right here, that thing, your hand is going nowhere. You want to go reverse grip, forward grip, pounding down. It's not sliding off. It's jimped all the way around. Jimped here, jimped here, jimped here. Plus with all this grip, it's just perfect. Now, you do have a ambidextrous tip down belt carry. It's a long belt carry, so it's very, very good. You do have, in typical Masters of Defense fashion, this little guy right here, which is the lock. Put that thing up. Whoop, blade does not come free. Put it back down. It's a simple press of the plunger, and the blade is gone. Now, it is weighted. It is awesome. You have a partial serrade. What's it say right there? It's this is the model number, and this one's a little sought after. People like this one. That there is the number 49, and people want the number 49 because it's awesome. I've seen them selling, and you got to remember these guys. These guys aren't even in business. I have all the paperwork. It comes with an adjustment Allen head, and all of them come with a pouch that you can mount. So if you don't want to keep it in your pocket, or you have a pocket knife, but you want to bring something like this, especially if you're EMT or fire or anything like that, that's something that you would really enjoy, having a pouch to be able to carry your glass breaking, seatbelt cutting knife along with you. This thing is strong. It's strong. It's just a beast. I brought you one already, a little smaller than this. This one's a bit bigger, and it is just chunky goodness right here. You'll notice that the seatbelt cutter is actually, well, I guess you can call it the full tang seatbelt cutter. So it's pretty nasty. This is the kind of knife your mama warned you about. Don't go running off with that knife now. You know it's a bad boy. That's what kind of knife this is. This is your mama tried to protect you from this guy a long time ago, because it is a badass machine of a knife. I do enjoy how the aluminum has cutouts for weight along the spine and there, and you can see how it meets together, so it gives it a nice strength throughout, so you don't have to worry about pressure compressing the body of your handle there. And you will see that it is dead nut straight inside. So, talking about it's one thing, showing about it's another. So I say we show enough, show about it. And let's put this guy over here. And we are going to go to the outer parts of the building and have some fun. Come on. All right, so I've come to the determination that we aren't going to be smashing through any car windows today, nor will we have the ability to go cut some seat belts. So we're just going to do some other stuff, right? We're going to say, okay, you're not going to be in a car accident every day, but who knows, you might be outside every day. So let's make it an outside knife. Let's make this what it's made for as a secondary is our self-defense knife and our personal defense knife. So let's check the balance and do some 4-foot drops. Boop. Not so bad, yeah, not so bad. Pretty good. Gonna do a couple of hard downward throws and we'll see how it all stays together. Oh, smooth, baby. Smooth, baby. Oh. We call that an overshot. Smooth, baby. All right, so the overshot was not good. It's all tight. It's all right. I really like the machining they do on these thumb studs. They actually look really nice, and they are dual thumb studs, and they're both the same size. So they did not leave us lefties out of the loop. Does it still open and close? Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's see. I didn't test see if it's shave sharp. And this is old because, ooh, man, this company doesn't even, it's closed. You have to buy, oh my God, is that sharp? Oh my gosh. I just lost all my arm hair. But here's the thing, guys. Check this out. This knife is so sharp, I dropped the arm hair I just shaved. It's arm hair. I dropped it in the grass. The arm hair was so thick that I was able to find it. That's how I literally just left myself a straight up hair patch. So, yeah, that's sharp. All right, let's see how sharp. We got some nylon cord. We are going to, wow, that was a straight up push cut. I wonder if we can get a little piece unwound here and stick it through the seatbelt cutter. I don't know if we're gonna have enough room, but we're gonna find out. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jab it in like that. We're gonna wind this up through the seatbelt cutter, and boom, boom. That stuff is nice, man. That's the stuff dreams are made of right there. You can buy Masters of Defense knives right now. Even though the company went under a while ago. I think they just closed doors. They didn't really go under. I think they just closed doors, or somebody might not have still been living. But these knives are in such high demand because they're all American, USA made, and they're strong, they're well built, and they're purposefully built. And that is huge. Let's check this serration right here. And we're going to saw with it. Get my hand out of the way there. Oh, wow. Oh, wowzers. Wowzers, Penny. Let's see here. Let's see, does the serration work? Absolutely. So if I needed to tie some line down, let's say I wanted to do a little bit of this, right? I'm going to shave a stick down, all right? Give myself a nice point on the end. Then I'm going to stick this part into the dirt, boop, and then I'm going to take a line and I'm going to go through there, boop, and I just made myself a tent spike. That easy. Whoa. That was 3D. That easy. Tent spikes, boom, just like that. If I needed to knock an arrow, to knock a stick for a line for an arrow, boom, it's that easy. Let's check where Roscoe is. Let's check where Roscoe is. I see him. He's under the Jeep. Under the Jeep. You heard it right. All right. So let's take one of these and let's see. Well, what about wood processing? Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? It's exactly what they're made for. Exactly what they. Somebody said, hey, you know what we need to do? Let's get an EMT knife, survival knife, fighting knife, close quarter combat knife, and start batoning. Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said. Not so, but out in the woods, need to survive, need to make a fire. This is the knife you have. Well, guess what? You're making a fire. You, my friends, are making a fire. Wow. Wow. Let's go some opposite direction. A lot of people don't go opposite direction. But I'll tell you one thing. It makes for a better burning stick. When you feather in two different directions, the air passes through differently. And if you want to make good feather sticks, go opposite directions. All right, so let's do some pulls here. Oh yeah, and the pulls, nice controlled pulls, leave you with some very nice controlled feathers. So, can I use it for feather sticking and all that? I just did. Just did. So here you are, you're talking about a knife that's made to rescue individuals and, if need be, to keep you safe, right? But this thing does a lot more than what it's intended to do, right? It does a lot more. It literally will do anything I want it to. And we're going to find that out right now. Woo! Wow, it's actually got some pretty good bite. So now, because you have that seatbelt cutter, what you have is a whole lot of extra real estate at the bottom of the handle. Now I just turned an 8-inch package into, you know, a 10-inch package when it comes to chopping. So having that extra knife there, man, it is really biting in there. And it's hard to draw and get a secondary cut because that first one's getting stuck. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That means it's getting into the wood. So it would take me less chops to get through my target, which on this case happens to be a pretty big fat piece of target. And this guy right here is literally just clearing a path through this wood. And I mean, we're talking about a lockback, right? A lockback folder made for personal defense and rescue, right? But are you kidding? Are you kidding? Is it really that good? It's really that freaking good. So when you're talking about the need for a great rescue knife, a do-it-all rescue knife, guys, look up Master Defense knives. Find them online for sale, because if you get one, you are going to be very, very happy, ultimately satisfied with this guy right here. I like the bigger knives. This one has a very nice thick blade, like a very good wide blade. It's got everything you would need on a knife of this stature, right? And I locked it. I went, oh yeah, it's not unlocking. I forgot I locked it. Everything on it works. The glass breaker makes nice little holes right there. Am I breaking the glass break? No, I'm not breaking the glass break. It's made to take a pounding. Man, this thing is fun. This thing is fun. This is a good knife. This is a good knife. Let's back us up here. Let's back us up. Let's see if we can't get an 8-foot throw. Let's see. Let's see if I can't break a knife. Woo! Well, a lot easier to stick than that other one I threw. That one was a pain in the butt. It was smaller. The weight was a little different. Oh, this is how you mess them up. But I'm not gonna mess it up. Woo! All right, that's not so bad. 50% of the time on my first 4 throws on a lockback, not made for throwing, I'll take it. Oh, you know what we should do? You know what we should do is come over here. Let's come over here. All right, I still see Look at, there's a Jeep, right? Getting ready to paint it. And so it's in the yard, so I can't get anything on it. And he goes under the Jeep looking for squirrels and stuff. You know why? Because they caught a squirrel under a car. So now every squirrel lives under a car, right? It's just the way it is. All right, so I have right here an old, what do you call it? A trampoline cover. Our trampoline had the tree fall on it. So let's see here. That's the tag. We'll get rid of that. But let's see. Whoops, whoops. Oh my goodness. Look how easy that is, right? If my big ass can bounce on this thing without breaking it, this thing's gotta be doing all right. So now I'm gonna stick in the seatbelt cutter. Shreds it. Shreds it. So I need to make a cut on something, right? I'm just gonna put this, a little bit of material in there. Rips. I mean, look at that. It makes a perfect rip. Look at that. Look at that. So literally this thing, I got all that nice hard piece of sewn area right there. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. This thing is awesome. This is an awesome, awesome knife. Guys, you'll be very, very, I gotta unlock it. Very lucky to go out and get yourself a Masters of Defense knife. These things are built so well. They're built so freaking well. And what's in my pocket right now? What's in my pocket right now? That's right. It takes a little longer to open this guy, but I got the Case Trapper sitting in my pocket, right? This is my EDC for today, right? And you can see this poor guy is getting some use. This poor guy's getting some use. It's getting a little beat up after, I don't use this one so much, which is good because I usually use one at a time on a trapper. That way, once this one starts to get to a point where I need to take care of the blade, I need to give it a honing, then that one's still sharp, so it's okay. But this one still doesn't need a honing. It's still perfect. That's my EDC for the day, right? I think this one's going to join it. I think this one's going to be a buddy knife. And it's gonna be all right. This is gonna be stinking good right there. There's Bigsby walking around over here. We got Roscoe still under the Jeep. They're mental dogs, man. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna brush up on something real quick too, and I'm gonna do a video on this one time. But knife posturing. You get a lot of guys when you talk about knife posturing and changing direction. People see this, right? They see somebody do that, like spin a knife, and it's obviously hard with a small lockback, but they see that and they think, oh yeah, you spin a knife with me, I'll just knock it out of your hand while you're spinning it. Now you have no knife. Try me, because this is not what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be this far away from you. I'm not gonna hold this way out here and go like this. I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to knock it out of my hand. As a matter of fact, when I'm knife posturing, I'm going to be in a defensive stance, right? So if I need to go from forward strike, right, from any kind of parry, I'm going to switch the hand for any kind of hook or any kind of wrist defense, ba-boom, and you're not going to get a chance to get that knife out of my hand. You see, like guys like Doug Marcaida, who will be going here and then switch the knife, and you'll see how fast it switches just like that. I'll go from forehand, four strike, to back strike like this, and you see it going fast, and you're not going to see while I'm swinging it, you're not going to see me do that, especially face to face. You're not going to know when it's happening. I'm not going to go, ready, I'm going to spin this thing around, get ready, try knock it out of my hand. I'm not telling you, I'm not going to announce it's happening. But knife posturing means I'm going to see how they're lining up, because if somebody is fighting at me like this, I know that I can hold a blade like this for defense, right? But if somebody is going to wind out here and they're going to come around, I want to be able to block. I want to be able to block and sway and counterattack. So posturing is very, very important. And it happens just like in football. When the offense or defense gets to the line of scrimmage and they see what the other side is doing, no matter what they just called in the huddle, how we're going to line up, they're saying, oh, you see the quarterback stand back there and go, 53 is the mic, or there's a... Now he's going to call audibles and things like that. You're changing I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to be offense. I'm going to be going with a forward fight stance, not a defensive fight stance, right? I'm going to go with a forward fight stance. Oh, well, now I see what this guy's doing. All right, so now I'm in a rear fight stance and I'm protected, right? So posturing is massive. With a swing, when blades swing, when you do that, when you turn a blade, a lot of times it was used for power. So with like a Roman gladiator, they would take their sword, and when they're doing a kill strike at the bottom, they would spin it here as they came, because what's happening is now is the head is generating speed. By spinning it, you're doing this and you're going boom like this. You see that? That's called the OK grip with a kukri. That's how you snap a kukri. Boom, 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 for more power. It takes less power from the arm. More power comes naturally from momentum. And when you're swinging a sword, boom. And I'll touch up on this. I'll do a video on that. But for people who think that turning a knife in the hand, oh, you never do that because I'm just gonna knock it out of you. Try me, honestly. Stand in front of me, and I'm not gonna use a rubber knife. Me and you will just stand there with real knives. First one to bleed loses. That's it, right? And if you're gonna knock this out of my hand, please, if you think you're gonna take it out of my hand from this position, right, when I'm getting ready to take you out, boom, it's not gonna happen, because I'm not gonna wait until you're on the inside. And there's the thing, if I have you and we're grappled and I have you in a reverse strike coming up this way, I'm getting less blade. So if I can get a guy and I got him in a headlock or anything like that, I want to be able to spin my knife around so my uppercuts are gonna come straight through, right? So important to be able to turn the knife in the hand during combat. Yes, don't think that turning the knife in combat means putting your defenses out there and going like this. You know, oh, look how easy it is to take this away from me. That's not knife posturing. That's not. And if that's what you think knife posturing is, then you've never been in a knife fight. You've never been in a sword fight. You don't understand what posturing is. It's so important to be able to read and react and to be able to alter. And if you can't do that, if you can't go from one to the next, then there's a lot of strikes that if somebody who knows what they're doing, not some common thug from, you know, who's robbing you outside of a 7-Eleven, but if you're fighting somebody who knows what they're doing and understands what it means to be able to turn a knife and to be able to alter, if he can read you and you can't read him, you're dead. Guaranteed. That's just the way it works. But that's all that was. I wanted to bring you guys this knife, a little bit of this at the end. Whoo, I get so passionate. I am Donnie B all day. And until next knife.